What's up, YouTube? This is Cdog back with another Transformers review. And this is on Transformers Animated Voyager class Autobot Grimlock. Taking a quick look at the packaging, see it says Autobot Grimlock up there. We have the cool art style from the cartoon. Transformers Animated, snapping jaws. You got the advanced conversion level of 3, ages 5 and up, Voyager class. Top of the packaging, Autobot Grimlock. You got that same image. Bottom of the packaging, also available. You got cross cells of the Deluxe class, Snarl, Jazz, Soundwave, and Oil Slick, plus the proof of purchase. The side of the packaging has the other cross cells for Voyager's Bulkhead and Lugnut. And I just did animated Lugnut's review. Go and check out my Transformers Animated playlist for that and more. Also has Voyager class Autobot. Other side of the packaging, Grimlock torches Decepticons with his flame breath and a cool picture of his mug. Back of the packaging has cool product images of him and Robot and Dino. Says some different words for what his gimmicks are. Shows a cool picture of him up there in cartoon mode. Where are Decepticons? Me, Grimlock, getting hungry. As well as a bio. So, Grimlock, Dinobot leader. Grimlock more than lives up to the reputation of his Tyrannosaurus Rex mode. Ill-tempered, powerful, and always ready for a fight. He loves to throw his weight around. He likes the way the ground shakes as he stomps around and the way people scatter when he roars. He's happiest on Dinobot Island, where he can stomp and roar to his spark's content, shattering trees with his tail and breathing jets of flame into the sky. Every once in a while, though, he prefers to find the biggest, most powerful Decepticon he can and smash its chassis into pieces. His galactic powers and ability is fire breath, can melt granite, created on Earth, and just as strong as Megatron. So without further ado, let's get right into the review. Grimlock out of the packaging. So what they did in 2008 was create this animated Transformers animated line. It was basically kind of the first time they tried to bring G1 back, in a sense, or bring some of what G1 was about back and make it more cartoony, like Batman the Animated Series. And they gave them all matte paint jobs with metallic accents. So they're coated with matte paint, and they look really good. So you got the matte gray, you got the matte paint for the maroon, as well as the copper gold around there. And look at, on the arms, they did not spare. You got it all the way around, even to the back of the shoulder, as well as the back of the elbow. And the trim goes all the way around. No sparing details. As you can see, we got the gauntlets even painted in maroon, as well as maroon up there. You got some maroon striping up there. You got the Autobot symbol tempoed in silver. Or is that white? No, silver. And they did really good job with the light piping. As you can see, it comes in really well. The light takes it really nicely. So that looks really good. You can see the molding for the bottom jaw for basically of the Dino Mode molded as the robot mode. That looks really cool. That's what it looked like in the cartoon. We got the full belly painted in that copper gold with the translucent plastic piece and tech detailing molded underneath with the Autobot symbol on top of that. Got some black accents painted on top of this maroon style. You got some maroon knees, and the toes are even painted in gold. So very nice, very nice. You can see it's done the same on the other side. There's a little bit of paint mess up on mine, but only in just that one little thing. You wouldn't really even call that a paint mess up. But for articulation, he's got a butterfly joint, so he can get his arm a little bit ahead, and he's got a swivel at the wrist. He does not have a bicep swivel, however, but it's all good. He's got a really nice deep bend at the elbow, and he can go out a little bit, as well as front to back like I showed you, and swivel all the way around. His elbow is really strong, so it holds the sword, which is heavy. He's got a swivel at the head. He does have a rotation, waist rotation, and his hips can go all the way out and go somewhat forward and somewhat back. Oh, you get that. You get a swivel below the knee, as well as a nice deep bend in the knee. So about 150 degrees there, and he stands really well in robot mode. So that's what he looks like. Taking out this noggin, looks very cool. And just to show you the light piping again, very nice light piping. Let's see if we can get that in focus for you all. There, boom, screenshot right there. So very cool. You can see that the molding is done right. And this was also one of the first lines where they started to do cartoon accuracy. They did do cartoon accuracy sort of in the 2005 Galaxy line, but mainly it was just they were just CGIing the toys. So it wasn't really that cartoon accuracy, I wouldn't really call it. But this was. Checking out the back of him. He's got his arms folded in, and these are all connected in. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you from Dinobot to robot mode, because there's more pegs in showing you that. And then I'll show you the final putting it together in Dino mode. So you'll get that. The one accessory, the sword here, it takes light really well. And the parts that pop out inside of it actually make it look like it's got electricity going through it. If you notice, when the light's going through it, you can see all these lines coming down like electricity would be shooting through it, or energon. You can see it's got the copper gold paint there for the handle, and as well as black paint for the actual handle, or the grip. And then he's got this charcoal kind of fade going on with orange translucent plastic. And the gimmick is, you can see there's a little tab right there, and you're supposed to be able to attach it like this and have it pop out, but it's probably not going to work. Yeah, see, it didn't work. So, and get a parent if you're too young for this, but you know, I'm going to use a knife, so make sure you're safe if you do it, but you can still activate it like that. So that gives you the same effect. And then you just pop it in if you want it in. But unfortunately, mine does not untab itself like the gimmick was originally meant for. As you can see, you can pose him. And he's kind of got his whole sword thing going on. And he's got his knees bent and he's in a pose. So he is pose worthy. Here he is in Dino mode, and as you can see, you kind of have to hold him together like this when you move him, but as long as you do that, it's cool. One of the coolest features on this toy is this button right here. Me Grimlock say, Decepticons dumb. So you get that cool chomping action. Totally looks cartoon accurate and looks really good. Another cool thing is it's got like this metallic paint underneath the translucent blue plastic, so you get nice light piping and it's nice and shiny. It gives you that nice shine underneath, so that looks really good. I love that. You can see the lining painted on, as well as the neck painted. It's got the same paint job as basically in robot mode, but it looks really good. His tail will swivel in this mode a little bit, so you can swivel it back there. I don't know if that's intentional, but it's definitely something they can do. You still get the butterfly joint usage. It'll still swivel. You get this, and it's supposed to pull out, and I'm not sure if it's for robot or not, but I can't get it to stand very easily like that. I guess it's for Dino mode, but I'm not really sure. But it does pull out like that, so that's an option on either side. But I'm just going to show you what happens when I pull it out. It's just, I mean, it'll do it, but it doesn't look right in my opinion. It just looks too long. So I always just keep it in. And it might be for robot mode, and that's very possible. This is what it looks like underneath, so you can see his head, of course. To transform it, basically you just start by opening this, and it will disconnect everything. That tab goes in there, but it doesn't tab right. It doesn't tab like it used to, but every other tab works. And then what happens is the only part that slots it together otherwise from the whole leg situation is that tab right there, and that's supposed to tab in. If it actually stuck together and held, it might be good, but then you also get this tab right there that tabs in there. So you tab that tab in, tab this in, then you want to kind of tab these in the side here like that, and Once you get that all done, whoops, and then these tabs go around like this. So see how they kind of slide like that, and then you kind of open this just a little bit, tab that in, just like that, and there you go. That's how you tab it back together. And then this tab's right there. So that's basically all you need to know in Dino for more than what I'm going to show you to go to robot mode. So you flip this open, just start to flip it open. Like I said, you open this up, it loosens all this. You can start to flip this down. You take the slots that are in here and the tabs right there, and you tab those in just like that. Same thing on the other side, tab in just like that. You want to straighten out his legs so they're not kind of inward. You take the tab here and slot it into there, just like that, and tab it in. Make sure it tabs in, so it'll line up the straightness here. Just like, why is it not tabbing in? Like, make sure it's tabbing in. There you go, just like that, and it'll line that up. Next thing you want to do is you want to raise this up, slide that up, bring the hands down, rotate these forward, pull them into hand motions. Just like that. And then what you do is you want to take this and take that tab and slot it in there first. And it will make a snapping noise. Like that. And then you take this tab and stick it in there. That tab, the upper tab in the back there. And that'll hold it all together. Then you take these, flip these into the inside, because in the animation model they don't show like the G1 does. And that's all you do. Basically, these are made for quick conversions. So, which is really cool about the animated line. I definitely recommend the figure. I showed you can get in poses and what you can do with it. And I recommend the animated line. I pretty much have all of them except for maybe just a couple. And one day I'll probably get those. If you pull out the arms, this is what it would look like. So I don't really understand what they were going for, but you have those options just to show you. One more thing. Before I show you that, I want to show you how the back folds up. It's just really cool. The head folds up, tabs up nicely, so it's secure in there, as you can see. And then these fold up around it like that, kind of, well, like that. And it looks really good and very cartoon accurate. I just love this figure, guys. Alright. The last thing is, this is made to kind of do one of these, so you get the fire flame effect. So leave a like if you liked the video, subscribe for more toy reviews, and as always, stay awesome, stay subbed, and stay tuned for the next video. Peace, that's right, guys, I'm out. Me Grimlock say, subscribe to Cdog Cdog.